As I mentioned in a previous video, that it is possible to combine 6-fold pattern and 4-fold pattern in one composition because they share one angle between them. The 45-degree angle exists in both 6-fold and 4-fold pattern like this one. To construct this pattern, we need to start with a square first, and then draw a line connecting the opposite corners of the square. Next, we need to divide the top left angle into 6 equal angles. To do that, draw an arc centered at this corner with a radius equal to the side of the square. Without changing the compass, place it at the other corner and draw a mark on the arc. Now open the compass equal to this distance, and by placing the compass at this point, draw a mark on the other side of the arc. Then place the compass at these two intersecting points and draw further marks on the arc. All we need to do now is to draw lines from the top left corner to the 4 marks we made earlier on the arc. Notice that we need to extend the first and the last line until they intersect with the sides of the square. Now all 6 angles are 15 degrees exactly, and we can get rid of this arc because we don't need it anymore. Next, we need to divide the lower right angle into 4 equal angles. To do that, open the compass to a distance equal to the side of the square and place it at the lower right corner and draw a mark on the diagonal of the square. Then open the compass to a distance equal to the short segment of the diagonal and center the compass at the top left corner and draw an arc. This arc will act as the outer perimeter of the 12-pointed star. Without changing the compass, center it at the other 2 corners and draw marks on the sides of the square like so. Then draw 2 lines starting from the lower right corner to the marks on the side of the square. These lines will divide the lower right angle into 4 equal parts. All 4 angles are 22.5 degrees each. The next step is to draw lines connecting these 4 intersecting points. Next, draw a full circle centered at this intersecting point and with a radius equal to this distance. Notice that these 3 lines are tangents to the circle, and without changing the compass, draw another circle centered at this intersection as well. These 2 circles will act as the outer perimeter of the 5-pointed star. Next, draw an arc centered at the lower right corner and with a radius equal to this distance. This arc will act as the outer perimeter to the 8 petals rosette. Next, draw another arc centered at the top left corner with a radius equal to this distance. This arc will act as the outer perimeter to the 12 petals rosette. Then draw another arc centered at the top left corner with a radius equal to this distance. Then place the compass at this intersection point and with a radius equal to this distance, draw a mark on the side of the square. Next, draw an arc centered at the top left corner with a radius equal to this distance. This arc will act as the inner perimeter of the 12-pointed star. Now draw 4 lines connecting these points. Next, draw a circle centered at this point with a radius equal to this distance. And without changing the compass, draw an arc at this point. And finally, an arc centered at the lower right corner. Then draw a line connecting these 2 points. The intersection of this line with the radii will define the radius of 2 circles needed for the fourfold pattern. Next, draw an arc centered at the lower right corner with a radius equal to this distance. And without changing the compass, draw a circle at this point and an arc at this point. Next, draw another arc centered at the lower right corner with a radius equal to this distance. Then draw a line connecting these 2 points and extend the line until it intersects with this line. Then draw further lines as shown to complete the star and the petals of the fourfold part. Now we need to establish the last circle to finish the base structure. To do that, draw a circle centered at this point and with a radius equal to this distance. And without changing the compass, draw another 4 circles, the first at this point, the second at this point, the third one at this point, and finally the fourth one at this point. Finally, draw lines connecting the points as shown to finish the pattern. And thank you for watching.